Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about reviews on Amazon and how to get those 5 stars reviews. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so the first thing you need to do is to have a good title that depicts exactly what your product is, that is clear, and also to have a good description. Even if people never read the description, if one day you have an argument with Amazon, you can justify yourself saying, my description was clear, everything was written, the customers did not read exactly what was written, you are completely protected, or mainly you have done a great part of the job and you have points that you can defend yourself. Also, the title has to be clear because I remember I published a pixel art book one day and I started to have great 5 stars, 4 stars, and then I had 3 stars, 3 stars, 3 stars, and I was like, what's going on? And someone wrote, it's just I just put, you know, the cases, the different boxes, and you can just fill them up as you want. And people thought that it was coloring book, which is absolutely not. It has never been written coloring book anywhere. I don't have suggested anything in the description that is coloring book or drawing already made that you have to color or anything like that. But people have started in the imaginary that it was a coloring book because mainly of the notebooks and things that are made about pixel art or coloring book, and I have sub-niche, and because I have sub-niche, people thought that it was also coloring book, but it was not. So when sometimes you sub-niche, try to make it clear because people cannot really understand. If 90% of the book were coloring book, people are going to think you're selling a coloring book, but it actually doesn't have any link with that. So be clear in the title, be clear in the description, and on the cover gives information. You have to give, information. Anything you want, but you have to put number of pages, be really precise, what's inside, or you can take just picture, you know, like screenshot of what's inside and you put it in the 4th cover. That can work. So when people will buy the book and say, oh, I don't like it, and they check the 4th cover, oh, okay, I've made a mistake buying this, it wasn't what I wanted, it's my own thought, and that's gonna be okay, I think. Sometimes you have people who are always angry against anyone, but that can be a way to protect yourself. That can be a way, okay, to protect yourself if you're talking with Amazon. Sometimes it probably doesn't work. I don't know, I've never had that kind of problem, but you can have points. So yeah, as I said, your cover has to be very clear, very important, and it also depends on the market you work for. Okay, so 2 very easy market are the United States and the Canada. People buy things, they're really happy about it. They see a coloring book, for example, mandala coloring book, they have it at home, they love the mandalas, they're probably gonna put 5 stars. In France or Italy, it's a little bit different. If it's not perfect, 100 perfect, if they have not been surprised by something and they haven't enjoyed the experience, like wow, it's amazing, they will never put 5 star. It always between 3 and 4. So it's really difficult to get a 5 star in France. It's a little bit more difficult than having in the United States. And if you're looking for a 5 star because you need 5 star reviews to get better in the algorithm of Amazon, start to publish in the United States. And then if you want to have bestsellers in very small niches, start by publishing on the US market, get those five stars, and then come back on the French market or Italian market, and be really precise about kids coloring book and everything that is related to kids on the Italian market, because the Italians are really demanding about kids section. This is what I've heard from other publisher, and I've published also a book, and also they're really demanding. To talk about this, a lot of things that can make you the best of the best and get those 5 stars even in France to make the wow effect. You can put a bonus into the book, or you can write it and put it on the cover of your book saying this part of the book is included. It's like you're selling more of the product, but it doesn't change anything, but you're pretending that you have added something more. And that could be great. It's just like, for instance, a calligraphy notebook. You just add few letters or different sentences or quotes in the middle of the book and saying quotes or motivational quotes included. And people will say, oh, this one has something that the other don't have. And to have also a 5-star review, just ask for it. I mean, you're not allowed to ask directly, but you can put at the end of the book, what did you think about the book? If you're really happy, do not hesitate to give us a note, or otherwise give us a commentary. If more you get information, a piece of information you really need to get better at, take all the comments of your customers, keep the good part, change the bad parts, publish it, and then you can write in the description new version updated. So the bad comments won't be successful doing you bad, if that makes sense. Basically, if people are reading 2 stars comment, they will say, well, the author has changed his version, so it doesn't work anymore. And if it's a good 5-star, a good comment saying, wow, it's amazing, people are probably going to think, well, I think that's great because the author has changed the version, is trying to do his best. So I think it could be a really great idea. And also just write at the end of the book if you're really happy, or do not hesitate to give a comment. It helps us. Also, you can have a problem about reviews. If you have 1-star review and you're not really sure it's very well explained, or the person has published a comment that doesn't have any link with your product, you can try to send an email to Amazon and say, well, is it possible to withdraw this comment because I'm not sure it's for my product. That can work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. That's up to you. It depends on it really depends on the demand you've done. And also I've realized that when I published in a very competitive niche, and I was probably the first one who published in there, my book started to have more and more and more reviews, and I've seen many people were publishing in this niche, but because I published a lot time before them, I was still the first place. And I've realized that people bought my book or not. I have no idea if they bought it or not, because I was selling so many of them that I couldn't say if it was them or not. But anyway, I think competitors gave me just 1-star review, and sometimes it's a little bit too much. It's like just 1-star review saying, oh, it's an Arna, do not buy there. This is not good quality paper, or anything that we know that Amazon send products that are quality or well printed. Otherwise, they give you the money back, and you don't have any impact on your sellings. So you can also ask to Amazon to check if those people are not competitors that are bringing you down, and be sure also that it's a confirmed buying product. The people have really bought your product. Otherwise, it's a little bit strange. And if you think you have that kind of people doing this, you can try to contact. You can go, on the name of the people who gave the comment. Check their page and see to which book they have put bad comments, and contact those authors who received the bad comments, and then you can all send different emails at the same time saying, well, that's not legal to do this, that's not good for our business, that's mean. And Amazon will probably check and banish their account. So that can work too. Alright guys, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment if you have any piece of information that can help us to have a 5-star review. Oh yeah, of course, a 5-star review, you need to have a good netbook too. And I'll see you next week. Bye bye!